Hello everyone, namaste. Good morning. Kis haal khabar? How are you? All good? Welcome everyone for the first keynote of this day. So today we are going to talk more about the community, not just tech, but the non-tech side too, and how we can collaborate and we can move forward. So introducing myself, I'm Aaditya Singh. I'm the GNOME Foundation member from Nepal. Currently, I'm the first and the only one, but I hope to see more in next coming months. And I'm also the lead of UbuCon Asia.
Hello and good morning everyone. My name is Sailesh Singh and I'm the co-lead of Ubuntu Nepal, GNOME Nepal and UbuCon Asia 2025 and the founder of NetBrain.
So there is a small question for you. So what is a community? Anyone want to answer? Please, you can raise your hand and someone will bring the mic to you. Let's not go too formal. Let's just go informal sort of thing. What do you mean by a community? Anyone? Oh, okay. Mic here. Mic here.
It's a group of people sharing what we know to each other.
Okay, it is a group of people, right? But there is more to it. Anyone who wants to try?
I think a community is a group of people with the same goal and the same ambition.
Yes, that's the perfect definition. Community is a group of people, but they should have a similar goals. They should be moving towards a right direction, and everyone should be working collaboratively. Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Singh.
Where are you from?
I am from Pakistan.
Oh, you are from Pakistan. Oh, welcome. Okay, so another question. What should a ideal community be like for you? Like, what do you think what a community should look like?
Yeah, so I think a community is a group of people that should help each other out. So that is the kind of community that I think
You want that sort of community, right?
Yeah.
Anyone else who want to say what sort of community you like?
Communities will be non-judging.
Okay.
It should be welcoming so that every level of knowledge, people having from beginner to expert, everybody is welcoming and they should not judge each other but share each other knowledge to welcome each other and achieve a common goal of knowledge sharing and growing so that the community can achieve a single goal.
Oh yeah, that's a really great point. So continuing on this, why I joined the community was I like the community because it was non-judging for me too. When I first joined the community, I didn't know anything in the technical basis. I wasn't a coder, I didn't know a lot of things, but they were so supportive, the open source community, that from that day, I'm in the community till now and contributing. So yeah, that was just the Q&A sessions a little. Then now we are starting our session.
So well, everyone knows here like what is open source. So some of knows what is open source, some of doesn't know what is open source. So people, it's a perspective. Some says open source is just a free thing, technical things. So it's not like that. So globally, what is open source actually matters. Why it matters? So open source is not just a code. Yeah, it's the freedom, it's the collaboration with multiple groups, multiple organizations working together for a single goal. It is the thing that we can do from local level, from international level, from anywhere of the world. And some of the remarkable things you can notice is remarkable open source are Linux, Ubuntu, and any others too. And it matters for locally too. So why it matters for locally? So a country like Nepal, yeah, there are there are lots of people still learn about digital literacy, about the open source. So they should know they can contribute to the community locally from like GNOME Nepal, Ubuntu Nepal. We are also the local team. We are contributing to the global team. So this helps to contact and bridge between the group of people, everyone throughout the world.
Also to add on this point, like everyone know that in Nepal we use BS, right? The date system. We are right now in 2082, and whole world is running in 2025, some sort of that, right? It should be UbuCon Asia 2082, something like that. So the thing is, we use the open source locally also to localize the language, the date, and everything, because we have the freedom to do that. So let's move towards the Ubuntu Nepal and GNOME Nepal thing. So GNOME Nepal, it started after we had GNOME Asia Summit in 2023 held in Kathmandu. It was a conference which was built by my senior internationally, but then he had to leave the country and he handed over the process for the GNOME Asia to me. Then we successfully organized the conference here. Then what happened after that was GNOME 46, it was developed by the GNOME Foundation and the code name was Kathmandu. So if no one knows, then if you are using Ubuntu or you are using the Fedora, by default you were using GNOME 46 in 2024. So you all were using something, the software or the desktop environment that had the code name Kathmandu. So it was a really proud moment for us because yes, because million of people were using the software which was named after the Kathmandu, the capital city of Nepal. Then the group of people, we thought, why not start a community revolving around GNOME, because the community was really supportive at that time. So we started GNOME Nepal. But when we started GNOME Nepal, I was alone. I was very scared, trust me. I was so scared that I didn't know if I should start the community or not. I didn't know if anyone would join me or not. I also didn't know even after 1 year I would be the single one in the community or not. But yeah, after thinking a lot, at the end, I had the guts, I had the power to start the community. So we started the community. I took help from other community too, like the Kathmandu University open source community. It was already there. I had some friends in there, and then I took support from KUSC. Then we inaugurated our community at KU at first. And in the inauguration, I was the only one who was representing the community because there were no one. Then I thought I should open some sort of form, application form, so that they would fill and they would join. Then there were a lot of people who joined, but I miserably failed that time because I thought I should try something like GNOME Foundation. I created a structure with board of directors. I made the board of directors. One is looking one thing, and there is looking another thing, and another is looking another thing. But there is no one under them. There was just me and then board of directors. So we failed miserably on that. But then after that, I met Sailesh. Sailesh was there. He was the support at that time. I really was losing the hope. Then we both started giving the instruction sessions at the grassroots levels. So that's why our topic today is about the grassroots. We started from the grassroots. We targeted students because for the professional to shift their mind, it is really hard because they have been habituated to some sort of softwares from the beginning. But students, if we teach them, then it is easier for them to go into the professional level and then use the things that they have learned earlier. So that was the motive, and still now we are running the instruction sessions. We have already trained about 1,000 individuals till now. So yeah, just talking about the key challenges. The challenges was at first no one was accepting us. Even when we thought we can give the instruction session to the grassroots level, we went to the colleges, we requested them, and they said, "What is open source? What is GNOME? What is Linux?" They didn't want to have the session even when we were giving that for free. Like that was the situation. Then I had an idea. I was the student of St. Xavier's College just 2 days before I graduated. But at that time I was the student, so I thought St. Xavier's College is really popular in Nepal. Why not try St. Xavier's College and show it to other colleges that even St. Xavier's College accepted us. Why don't you? So we had our first session here, right here in this floor. It was a completely laptop-based session because no one had Linux. We had the chart paper. We drew a lot of features and we taught them how to pull the features, how to add the features, everything like that. So yeah, the main challenge at that time was the acceptance. Also, because I am a student, I was a student at the time, the funding and everything. So yeah, let's see what has happened till now. It will come in the later part.
So till now, we've been through lots of ups and downs, and we got to know lots of experience. What should we do? What we don't do? So let's start with our learnings. So we believe we should start with starting small things at once that bring you like hope, like you could do everything. Do everything at once. Post everything at once. So you will be consistent with your posting. You will be consistent with your labor. You will be consistent with your everything. And to grow sustainably, you have to work hard. It's the everything you are seeing right now is not the event. It's the hard work and dedication of everyone for years. So you are sitting here, yeah. And about mentorship and knowledge sharing. So mentorship is just a multiplier. So if you find a one mentor who is good enough, then he could teach his collaborative feature, his pattern, his everything, and hand out pass to next generation, next students, so they can create the ripple effect in the community. Yes, in this way, you need to have good mentorship and knowledge sharing. We do have knowledge. Everyone does have knowledge, but knowledge sharing is different thing. You need to be prepared how you could make people understand what you know. Yeah. So celebrating everything is key. So while you start, you feel demotivated, ups and downs. But if you celebrate each and every milestone, each and every leverages by sitting with the people's community, partners, everyone, then it would be like beneficial, it would be attractive for others and inspiring for others. So you should do this to support the community. Directly or indirectly, you could support this to the community. So always listen that collaboration is always greater than the competition. Because collaboration brings freedom, opportunity, create opportunity, brings multiple groups together while competition separate them. So you should be doing collaboration. While we need to grow to the big level, we should do collaboration rather than competition, and it should be healthy.
So continuing on the key learning, one thing I want to say is the sustainability is the key. Because a community 1 year, 2 year, or 3 year old doesn't matter if it cannot go for 20 or 30 years because the impact it brings should be a long-term impact. So talking about the community impacts, the thing is someone just when I asked the question earlier, someone said that community should be non-judging, right? It should be inclusive. That's the really important part. I also told you that I didn't know anything, but I was accepted in the community. I was the newcomer, but I was treated like I am the one who is the special person. Like I am the one who they were waiting for. So normally community, they are open source community, they are inclusive. They accept everyone. Even if you take the example of GNOME Nepal, the community we built, we don't judge anyone on anything. Like if you are a window user, we welcome you. Please come. See how we are working. See how Linux works. Let it be 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. Just get inspired. And when you want to shift, you can. If you don't want to shift, we cannot force you. So that is the philosophy that we are taking forward. So the impact that we want to bring is we don't want to force anything. We want everyone to take things by their comfort. We don't want to force like come to our sessions. You have to have the Linux. We don't say that. In our instruction sessions, if you don't have Linux, no worries. If you are interested, that is okay for us. So another thing is about the opportunities. Just in 2 years, I have seen a lot of opportunities even for me. I wasn't doing anything at that time. I was just a student. I used to complete my classes and then just go to home, take some rest, and then again come to the classes tomorrow and again go and take some rest. So once I joined the community, the thing I felt was there are a lot of people who are encouraging you, who are pushing you, who are inspiring you. They would ask, hey bro, do you know this? And I said no. Okay, come, I'll teach you. Yeah, they can be pushy. Like they push you, right? They push you more. They push you more. And then another thing is Right now, if you see in the open source, it is easier for you to represent globally. It is easier for you to represent globally because open source, it is used all over the world. So if you are contributing, it isn't just for the local, it is for the global one. So yeah, the impacts we want to bring is we just don't want the local contributors to be just contributing to the local repositories and the projects. We want them to contribute globally and then in better projects which will later be used by us ourselves, and we want our voices, right, and our needs to be recognized.
So we're talking about everything. Everybody knows after you start, you have to start from the beginning. So after you reach to the certain level, you would make some template for web developer. In the same way, you would make some replicable models for everyone. So these are the replicable model points that we follow, that we try to assure that it would work for us, so it will work for you too. So it's diversity and inclusion. So when we started this GNOME Nepal, Ubuntu Nepal, we started with lots of diversity and inclusion of fresh people who are from technical and non-technical background. It gives a great perspective, great vision, and better farsightedness and sustainability. Sharing about mentorship and resources. So we have done lots of sessions, we have recorded lot of materials, we have shared lot of resources to the community. So we can share all the things to the newcomers. So you don't have to go from the beginning. Building the bridge globally is the key priority because we started from the local chapter. Now we are trying to penetrate to the global chapter, and we are bridging the gap between local and global. And a spotlight success, as discussed earlier, you have to spotlight all your success. You have to deliver all your success, all your journey, not just a success, all the journey, so that people could know how you came to stand here.
In open source, you don't see a lot of marketing, but one thing that I learned recently was marketing is really important. Why? Because if you don't market it, how would the one who isn't in the community would know, right? The marketing and social media in GNOME Nepal, we pushed it a lot recently because we want the ones who don't know about our community also to know and get inspired and join us. So about UbuCon Asia, as I told yesterday, it was a dream, something like 1.5 years ago. In 2023, when I was organizing GNOME Asia Summit, I got the copy of the bid which got rejected, and India, Jaipur won the bid. And at that time, I thought in next year, up to next year, I will, and the team members that are in the community, collaboratively, we will build the community such strong that we will put in the bid and we will take it and we will make it happen. Because if we keep on getting late, it will be more difficult for us because new threshold, new minimums, and new records would have been set every year. So we wanted this year it to be happen in Nepal, and we have done it. So at first, what happened was I applied for the speaker. I applied my CFP. I got accepted. I went to India, and then I guess by luck I got to stay with the organizers. I don't know. They managed the accommodation, so I got to stay with the organizers. So what I did from the first day was just poke them. Hey, Kathmandu is very beautiful. Hey, Pokhara, have you seen it? And I opened the picture and I show them the lakes and everything, and I said, hey, don't just come for the conference, but come here to visit. I was doing that all the time. Then in every UbuCon Asia there is a session. Today also there is one. Like host the next UbuCon Asia in your city. So it is more like you are planning for the demo bidding process. So at that time also I pitched for Kathmandu, and when I returned, I was so much confident that I have done my part best there. Then I came with the team, we prepared the bid, we prepared all financial term sheets, everything, we prepared everything, and then we bid for it. At first, the global team, they didn't trust me. Yeah, they said Nepal. People might not come. A lot of tech people, like you don't know, a lot of conference that a lot of international guests are coming. So they were skeptic. I had to give a 1 hour long teaching session. And the global team, they were from Korea, Indonesia, Taiwan, India, and Malaysia. And then I had to make them trust me. Then after 1 hour of teaching, they were convinced. Then we won the bid. And then after effort of 8 months, today we are here. So it took a lot of efforts. Yeah. So let's not. I won't explain more about UbuCon Asia, but I will only say the goal. The goal was to bridge the local contributor with the global contributors, because that one is really lacking right now in Nepal. The thing right now is we are going outside of the country, but we aren't trying to bring the outside of the country to inside of the country. So that was the thing we wanted to do. So yeah, I hope a lot of local contributors have made a lot of global contributors, made great networks. It isn't just that from tomorrow I won't say that only I know the people from the canonical. You will also be able to say, okay, I know the people from the canonical. If you want any instruction session or anything, you can just request it. So yeah, we have talked a lot about the community, but we are showing you the proof that you can believe us. Just some memories, what we have done till now, the timeline. So this was the GNOME Asia Summit. At that time, you can see the participation. I don't know if it is even the half of this UbuCon Asia. So that was us. This was the merge. The merge quantity has also, quality and quantity both has gone up, right? At that time, this was the merge that we were providing. And then this was the day trip, the third day trip that we went. So yeah, after GNOME Asia Summit, November 46, it was named Kathmandu. And then we started GNOME Nepal. And these are, after we started GNOME Nepal, we wanted some place for everyone to come, be comfortable. We didn't wanted any instruction session that people would want to join and feel bored. We started chia meetups so that we can just drink chia and then chai and talks.
So there were a lot of training sessions. After the chia meetup, we get into we went through a lot of informal talks, we went through a lot of informal planning, and we get into the lots of training session that was technically command basis, customization basis. So everyone joined us during these training sessions.
And the board of directors, I removed it before because we failed miserably. So let's just forget about the board of directors. So yeah, this was our something informal collaboration with KU at that time. And this one is this same hall that I told you, the laptop session. We had the chart papers and we drew a lot of features, the desktop environment, everything. We drew it on the chart paper and learned about Linux.
I believe that was my first, instruction session.
Yeah, that was his first instruction session. The thing was, he filled the form for the instructors, but then he didn't respond when I contacted him. Then later, on the day before the instruction session, he said, mail me. And then I mailed him and he joined the meeting and he said, okay, let's do everything on my style. He's just doing and he's saying, let's do on my style. But the thing is, his style was good. It was successful, a lot of people liked it. These are more of it, the classroom sessions. Look, you can see the chart papers, right? Everyone is using the chart paper because no one had the Linux at that time. Look, everyone is writing features.
So it is we went through lots of college. After that, the session, after the successful of the event of the one session, lots of colleges started to invite us to give the sessions, and we went through multiple colleges.
Look, no one had the Linux, so I had to teach them through the whiteboard. This was the first session when everyone brought Linux. I was the happiest at this time. At this time, everyone knew that we were giving the sessions. Everyone wanted to have it, and all the people that are here are the interested one. We didn't force anyone, but you can see a lot of Ubuntu in their laptop screen, right? This one, another session that we gave. And another thing was, before 2023, there was no representation in GNOME summits of Nepali speakers. In 2023, there was one, but in 2024, we went up to 5. So these are the 4 from our community. And GNOME Asia Summit Bangalore.
In the radar office here.
Yeah. And then UbuCon Asia 2024 Jaipur. I told you where we started the bidding for the UbuCon Asia. This was there. And there we are just going everywhere to promote the open source.
From TU to KU.
Yeah. So yeah, we bid for it. Then we started Ubuntu Nepal after we bid for it because we thought we had to revive it after 13 years of inactivity. So Ubuntu Nepal, it was there a lot before. We revived it this year again after 13 years of inactivity. And the session that we gave,
It was our first collaborative GNOME Nepal at Ubuntu Nepal session in the Nepal.
and then we didn't even left the Google events. We submitted open source talks and then we gave open source talks in the Google event too. Yet another recent session. Yeah, everywhere. So yeah.
It's the recent one. We went to the digital Nepal.
Yeah, the digital Nepal conflict. So we are right now trying to influence the policymakers to make the better law for the open source and everything. That's why we are here in the digital Nepal conflict. And then teaching about UbuCon Asia, requesting everyone to join. So yeah, that were some memories to inspire you to join us or start your own new community. So you can just do it. You just have to go from the grassroots level, or you just have to try and try and try. So now.
So we did lots of things. So this is not about the UbuCon Asia only. After the success of the UbuCon Asia, we want to sustain for the long term. We want to create greater impact. So we do have some of our future plans. And first of all, we want to extend the Ubuntu Nepal. Yeah, the community that leads the open source advocacy.
Influence a lot more newer generation to get into the open source. So yeah, what next from here? We want to go beyond Nepal. We want to go to the South Asian level now. We want to represent Nepal more internationally. We want to represent the open source culture that we have here and bring the good ones from the outside of the Nepal. And we want to scale our community a lot more. We want to make more instruction sessions, more people inspired.
So, like I said, we don't want to hold everything to us. We want to pass from us to the new generation so they could create the ripple effect. So we are trying to build a new generation of the contributor.
Yeah, so the last thing is, I will just give you one example so that you all can get a little bit inspired. So at first, the communication platform that we have for our community, we weren't able to handle it nicely. And then a student, 13 years old student, he came and he said, I can do it better. Then the thing is, because we don't judge anyone, I said, if you know, I will trust you. Because no one was showing interest, and if anyone shows interest in open source, you cannot let them go. So I said, okay, I don't mind, you are 13 years old. For the tough decisions, ask me, but maintain our community channel. Now he has been maintaining it. He used to use Windows. He just now shifted to Linux. And then right now he's also joining in our conference, he's volunteering. So yeah, you can also do that, join us. We don't need anyone to be technically better, or we don't need you to be better in anything, advocacy or anything. You can just come, learn, you can make friends, you can make connections, get inspired. Yeah. So yeah, we are requesting everyone to join the community, and thank you very much for listening to us. Thank you.